Good morning, people. 7:20 a.m., 11/4/2017. Speakers at 61%. It hasn't been daylight very long, and it is gray. But what brings me on this morning is that the Iowa commune, known as a leader who doesn't want known as a leader, has a sister who was, I'm not sure about now. That'd be easy enough to find out if I could figure out the names, because his name is Livingston. That doesn't mean her name was that too, because of, divorce and all that, or adoption. If I could figure out her name, I could see if she's still the prosecutor. Yes, you heard me right. You heard me correctly, people. That place has operated a lot simply because the leader that does not want known as a leader has a sister who, at least at that point in time, was that county prosecutor. Do you get? I'm slamming things here. I'm slamming. Okay, I can't get it loud enough. My needle nose pliers, that might help. Okay. Coffee mug, that didn't do much good. Fist on the table, no. Slapping the table open-handedly, no. The prosecutor of that county is the sister of the guy who owns that, whatever he owns, and they partly own, or whatever. And I can't do anything right now, because as you see down here near the right-hand corner, well, in the lower right-hand corner, see? You see this little flag coming up on this little yellow triangle with an exclamation point? See that? Let me move away and go back. See that? No internet access, network 3. See, and I look over on my box, I have no 4G. But hopefully today will bring my antenna. And I can get links to go with this. It's his sister. Do you know how many reports? Let me try to stay calm like I got a handle on it here, okay? How many reports by family of concerned members or residents at that commune, aka intentional community, aka mind control quote-unquote cult, have been file 13'd, meaning have been thrown away, destroyed, ignored, deleted, because of that connection and those two people. And I believe I saw her. I believe she was at court that day, because she is a friend of that bunch. Okay? And I don't remember her name. Like I'd started to say, you know how things like that work. They could be related through either their father or their mother or both. Okay? Or they could be step brother, sister, half brother, sister, so that her name might not be the same as his name, which is Livingston. Okay? So then, also, she could have married, divorced, remarried, changing the name even more times. Okay, so tracking that one might be a little difficult, because even if I go to that county, I believe it's DeKalb, DEKALB, but that doesn't mean she still is that. She could have become a judge by now. And oh shit. Oh yes, I just said it. You know how that can go. It wouldn't just be, from what I'm seeing it as, like just a matter of a file 13ing complaints, concerns, reports about that commune. It then just become something totally ignored. Like, are you kidding? That sort of thing exists in this country? Are you kidding? That place doesn't even exist. There's been people up here looking for it. Well, just like that dad, when I went and found the book that person had something to do with authoring or getting published or whatever, reading the comments, okay? One guy who had been there as like their book editor, some journalism guy who played a role in getting that book. I wonder if it's the same one they were... No, it can't be. Okay. Anyway, I'll try to remember that part and come back. The guy that commented, the guy who had been living there as their, what shall we call it, book helper guy. Alright. Asked him the question if he had any more info. Okay, stated he would like more info because his daughter had just headed there to go to live there. WTF moment number. I've lost track. Okay. So, I contacted the guy. I'm kind of forward that way. I'm forward on my side of the screen, but when it comes to real life, I'm not very forward. I'll say hi to people and strike up a conversation because I'm a friendly person. But as far as, hey, let me help you, well, I might even help them if, it's something, I don't know. I don't even know now why I would help anyone. They're stranded on a parking lot and their phone's dripping because it got melted, or I don't know. I say, do you want me to call someone for you? That's the best way to handle that anyway. Just don't hand over your phone, and let them dick with it. Can I call someone for you? What's the number? And don't let your phone out of your hand and keep that window up, except, a couple inches to talk through, and your door's locked. I shouldn't have to tell anyone that, but okay, I'm wound up, right? 9 minutes and 5 seconds into this video, or screencast. And I'll tell you straight up, I don't put my face on there. I'm not pretty. I sent my son a picture of myself yesterday, and I was trying to joke about it because I'm not gorgeous, okay? In the past, yeah, I was a fair thing to look at, alright? Hot even, but not now. So I don't get on there, and if I was gorgeous, I would maybe have so many views on my channel, and so many subscribers, okay? And no, that's not how that always works, okay? It's content a lot of the times, not what we want to look at, what we don't. because we can, open a new tab and keep listening to the content. You know where I'm coming from. So, but anyway, back to the meat of this thing. The meat of this grinder is that the group itself is in cahoots with that town, with the state, with that prosecutor. Do you see? All right. Now, I'm not sure of the year, but in my research, and yes, I will link it, there was a charge in, I believe it was 96. But like I said, I'm not for certain, so don't quote me on it. And I'm thinking it was drunk driving by their preacher. Yes, and one of their rules, go to their website, is that they don't drink or use drugs. Okay? So he was fined, and I believe the judge at the time was at Sherman Phipps, F-I-P-P-S, or P-H-I-P, I don't know. $1,000 for that. Alright, then time lapse. I'm going to say 2003 or 2006-ish. Maybe even sooner than that, I don't know. But the charges those girls, young ladies, young females, brought against the same preacher, who I believe is the son, I believe his name's Jeff Livingston. The older one's name is Ron, and then there's Jeff. Well, Ron goes by that G-Paw, because allegedly he has fathered several children up there while these people are at first surrendered to the place, and we've decided this is how we want to live, or life boiled down to them not having any choice of any other thing, any other way to live. So they ended up there, and then it turned into more like a hostage situation, where my husband's older son ran away from there several times, I understood, and go to the Graceland College. And the way I understand, I know I said that, he picked up cans and cashed in the cans so he could maybe get a soda or a bag of chips or play some game there at the college in the lounge. And see, we get those publications from that college because my husband attended that college. Alright? Back in the day. Not saying he liked it. Not saying any other thing. Alright? But that's how the son, the strong-minded young man that he's been, he's what now? I don't know. Late 30s, early 40s. Did well in the Navy, as I knew he would. Not the Navy particularly, because I'd suggested Air Force, but he chose Navy. But I knew if he got in the service, he would excel. Because that's the kind of strong person he is. You know? Very smart. Oh my God. If I had that kind of genius in me, man, I wouldn't be sitting here without an antenna, I'll tell you that. Okay, so I'm boiling down on time again this morning. But I guarantee it today when I hopefully get my antenna delivered, hopefully before noon. That would be great. Oh, that would be magnificent. I will update with links after this uploads, okay? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.